What's up people and welcome to this video, and in this video guys I'm gonna show you top 5 OP heroes in the game. With OP I mean overpowered heroes in the game. And I am doing this because I've seen a few videos on YouTube, people saying like top 5 best heroes, top super freaking heroes in Mobile Legends or whatever, and I've been like watching them and like I've seen a few heroes which I think doesn't belong in the top 5, and I've been like, well, I feel like it is kind of my duty to make a top 5 video just to show you guys which actually the heroes that actually is the OP heroes in the game right now. And like I said right now, if you're watching this video in the future, these heroes might not be as accurate as they are right now. Right now these are definitely the top 5 heroes in the game, and I'm only counting heroes which is basically you can carry with, which are like can make a ton of damage and take down turrets and stuff like that. So I'm not counting tanks, even though I know tanks is extremely strong in Mobile Legends. I decided not to count them because they very often need other heroes to be good. For Franco, let's take Franco for an example. So he can hook in someone, he can stun them, but he can't really kill them. He needs someone else to do the job for him. He can hook them in, and then he can stun them in place for like very long, yes, but he needs someone else as well to do damage to them if he doesn't hook them under a tower. So, and like Mino for example as well, Mino are extremely good in my opinion as well, but he often needs a good working team or heroes which can make a ton of damage and stuff like that. And I'm not counting Fanny, even though I know Fanny is extremely good, and I know I'm gonna get comments if I'm not saying anything about Fanny, because Fanny is most likely the strongest hero in the game, but I didn't pick her in the top 5 just because she is so hard to play. If you go and take a look at like the ratings of her, you can see only the top players in Mobile Legends has a good win rate with her. If you take a look at medium players and low ranked players, stuff like that, they have like often really low win rate with Fanny, just because she is so hard. And I want you guys to be able to play these heroes when they are really overpowered, so that's why I'm doing a top 5 of the heroes that are really good and not like super hard to play like Fanny for example. So please go and leave a like down below to show some support for this video, because these are the top 5s. At least in my opinion, I really feel like these heroes are really good. So at my number top 5, this might come to shock at you, but he is actually really good. I've decided to pick Sabre / Alucard. Both of them are really strong, and usually I don't want to really pick 2 heroes for one spot, but it was really hard for me to just pick one of them. I feel like both of them are extremely good, and I mean there's other heroes as well in the game which I really badly wanted to put in the top 5, but it's, as you can imagine, it's really hard to really choose just top 5, but I feel like these heroes that I've chosen is really good. So I chose Sabre and Alucard for the number top 5 because both of them are extremely strong, hasn't gotten any big nerfs, they're just like passed through the patches stuff really easy. Sabre did get the nerf last update, but it was a really small nerf that like decreased the range of his swords that is flying around, and in my opinion that is almost a buff, because it's really easier to like hit the enemies when the sword is closer, but if the enemies are running you want the sword to be longer. But it's hard to say if it is nerf or a buff. In my opinion it's kind of a buff. Either way, and Alucard is just really strong, can lifesteal and stuff, so that's why I chose them to put both of them at spot number 5. So at number 4 we have Karina. Karina in my opinion is just, I don't know what happened, but she is now extremely strong. She haven't got any buff or anything like that, she's just really strong now. I feel like people just started to like realize that Karina exists and how to play her, because when I started playing Mobile Legends nobody played Karina, and like she haven't got the buff or anything like the latest patches or updates. But just now all of a sudden I see a ton of people playing her, and she's just dominating. She's literally killing machine. All you need is like one item, and then you can go ahead and deal a ton of freaking damage. And guys, of course, all of these heroes you need to have a pretty good build. You can't just build shit builds, of course they will not be good by then. So if you want, guys, gonna comment down below if there's any of these heroes that you want me to make a build for, and I will try to do that as fast as possible. Either way, so number 4 I picked Karina, and at number 3 3, we have a mage, and in my opinion, this mage is so much stronger than all of the other mages, so it's just ridiculous. Either way, the mage I am talking about is Kagura. So the reason why I thought she is so good and she deserves the spot number 3 is just because she has so much mobility, so many options, and just so much she can do. Like, honestly, she has 6 abilities. Like, are you kidding me? 6 abilities? That's just insane that she can use. She has ranged abilities, she has close, she can jump away twice, she can stun the enemy, she can deal a ton of damage to the enemies at range. It's just insane how strong she is. But yes, she is quite hard to play, but she's definitely not as hard to play as Fanny. Fanny is just ridiculously hard to play. So that's why I've chosen to put Kagura at number 3. So at number 2, guys, we have, you know who? Yeah, Alpha. Holy shit. This guy, this freaking hero, it's just insane. Last patch he got the big nerf, the patch before that he also got nerfed, but for some reason he is still really freaking strong. Nothing can stop him. You can go ahead and nerf him and nerf him and nerf him, but he will still be super good. At least this is what is happening, because he's getting nerfed, but like, he's still really good. So Alpha is really good because he can deal so much damage really fast. He can crowd control the enemy team so much, slow them down, knock them up, stun them. It's just insane. And he has really good auto attacks and his abilities. I mean, I just freaking love this dude. He is so freaking strong, okay? So, the number 1 spot, guys, at the number 1 spot, you might have guessed it. Yes, you might have guessed it. It is Clint, my ladies and gentlemen. Clint. Clint is right now extremely strong, even though you can't believe it, he really is. Like I said in my last video, there is a ton of people that are saying the old Clint was better. They do not like the rework of Clint. But honestly, if you say something like that, or if you feel like the new Clint isn't good, you haven't really played him, or at least you haven't played a game which went well. Clint right now is extremely strong, and I recommend all of you watching this to play him, because he literally is just so strong, okay? As long as you play him right, and as long as you don't get hooked by Franco every single second, you will have no problem winning with Clint. And a few of you guys might sitting there and like asking yourself or asking me, why in the world I didn't pick any more marksmen in the top 5, because like Mia, for example, is also really good, and the last top 5 video that I did, I put actually Mia in number 1 spot, I think, and she hasn't got nerfed since then. But I'm just gonna say it right now, Mia is still really strong, but I feel like Clint is definitely stronger than Mia. He can definitely go and solo her. He is definitely better in team fights. Alpha can definitely go and kill Mia, no problem. I feel like Alpha is still better than Mia in team fight stuff like that. Kagura, Karina, Sabre as well, and Alucard. But though Mia is really strong, I would most likely gonna put her in number 6 spot or something like that, as well as Freya. There's other heroes in the game which is really strong, but these are only the top 5. I think we have around like 30 heroes in the game, or maybe I'm completely wrong now, but something between 30 and like 28 here or something like that. So I mean, the top 5, it's really hard to pick the absolute best heroes, but in my opinion these are definitely the best heroes, guys. So go ahead and check them out if you want to play them. If you've been feeling like you want to play some marksman, I really recommend playing Clint. If you want to play a fighter, I really recommend playing Alpha or Alucard. If you want to play an assassin, Karina or Sabre or mage, Kagura. But guys, that was all for this video. Please remember to leave a like, and I hope I will see you next video, guys. But as always, thank you for watching.